The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning. Now, I know you've heard a lot of things in this world, and everyone says they can do this or that. I watch TikTok, I watch Google, I watch YouTube. You know what I hear? I hear a lot of blah, blah, blah. I got blah, blah, blah for you too. But I'm going to give you rules and tools to show you how exactly I got to my first million to a couple billion through corporate structure. There's $100 million building. There's $1 million Lamborghini. Maybe you want some. Maybe you want one of those two. You would like the keys? See, you got choices today. And the problem is you have to look at yourself. You got to look in the mirror. You got to have to put yourself in check. You see, here's your problem. At your age, you can't afford to screw up anymore. Doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Problem is, what did you do? This is live stuff. That's me. 6 days a week having fun. Now, do yourself a favor, tablet and pen, write things down, put it here, because I don't allow basically videotaping pictures. So that's first thing from there, rules and tools. I like goodies. Why? It makes you feel good. You know, sometimes when you have a bad day and you sit in a $1 million car and you turn the key and go, boom, it's like all the crap's outside the window. Isn't that nice? Meditation time. But I'm online 6 days a week. Rags and riches, that's me. I mean, I'm not lucky when I was born in that taxi. I didn't get a mommy and a daddy like you. So I had to fight to get out of hell. And that was what I had to do. So born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital, got in the newspaper. She threw me in a trash can. That kind of sucks. I got to be with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. Rich and famous Hope family, yeah, right. Telling the world they're helping kids while they're abusing the hell out of me. So let's understand, your excuses, your sad story, that's 3 minutes or less. Let's go get it. That's simple. That's what you got to do. So let's understand, let's begin. I want to dissect your life. I want to blueprint you. I want to do analyze. I want to show you exactly what you need to do. It's simple. But we have to look behind the curtain. I believe your biggest problem is you follow silly and stupid people. And when you follow stupid, you end up doing stupid. That doesn't mean you're stupid. But the reality is like the personal credit stuff, how it was set up in the first place and how it actually works. Unfortunately, you didn't learn the rules and tools, and it took you about 3 years to try to figure it out. You still figured it out wrong. So let's do this. Why don't we turn around and look at this right now? What is this? Come on, what is it? It's simple. Luckily, it still says, in God we trust. Okay, I don't want to take away that too. But you know what this is? See, money doesn't make you happy, but it gets you freedom. Money buys you the freedom you're looking for. It's like picking all that weight off your shoulder. It's like, ah! And then you can decide what you want to do for you. So if you take out your credit cards in your personal wallet today and you put a sticky in the back of the card, and you do exactly what I tell you to do, because I'm the one who set up the system training Ken Yarbrough years ago when he was TRW security chief too. TRW stood for Whatever Reports Wrong. Thomas Raymond Warridge. They made bicycle parts, got information business. If you write down the limit of a card in the back of the sticky, you maintain 25%, always, never past 20%. That's the way it was designed. See this $100,000 of credit in my hand? That means you just have $71,000 of safety. In case blank hits the fan, lost your job or pandemic. This crap, jacking up your credit, it's like, stop the crap. I don't get it. You know, everybody's little opinions. Give me rules and tools. So let's understand. The moment you jacked it up, you dropped the score, you got stuck, you couldn't get it anymore, and you can't write off dilly squat. That's kind of dumb, don't you think? Why don't you create the line of defense for your family? Write down the line of defense. Simple to do. Now, here's basically Ken Yarbrough even ended up certifying me. Wow. Simple. The NACB. We got ways to play. You want to play? You got to turn these up today. Now, I got a couple problems. Number one, I end up rhyming all the time because both sides work. When I was in the 6th grade, you know what they said? I said I was stupid and retarded because I write with 2 hands at the same time and have another conversation. IQ at 14 was 203 with total recall. I think they were just stupid. What do you think? Now, can you pay attention today and turn these suckers up? I want you to look at where it says chapter 18. You see that? Come on, let's look at it. It says a corporation's a legal person. Now I'm 7.5 years old. I'm listening to the Hope Family House. Here's, all right, Michael Landon, Dan Blocker, and the Gunsmoker Mission Impossible producer too, and Ted Turner. All these people smoking cigars, talking out their butts, all right, and drinking whiskey, going blah, blah, blah. But they said a corporation's a legal person. I wrote it down. All right, they told me I was weird. Probably true. You know what a corporation is? It's a legal person because the Constitution, no, Supreme Court says so. Now it says right there, come on, I circled it, may sue or get sued. You got a corporation today? Oh, goody for you. All right, because when they sue it, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. Well, what did I do? Well, I went to the library next to the Torrance Police Department. I was there all the time. Rode my little bicycle. I walked in, man, what does this mean? She was rude. She walked away. About 5 minutes later, here's a mock of it, here's a bug. I wanted to spin kick her in the face, but I'm not allowed to do that. Okay. Well, here's the thing. I read the book. You know, all these books out there and blah, 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 without rules and tools, I think it's a bunch of BS, in my opinion. Again, I mastered it, and what I had to do is to go back to the library for 2 years. For 2 years, I went back to the library almost every day, researching and figuring this and that. See, I didn't want to have a family in the future and screw it up like you. I don't want to bring the pain home. I think that sucks. So what did I do? I created my own blueprint. Simple. Let's understand. I sent away a money order when I was 9.5 years old to the Secretary of State of California. It was $10. See, nonprofit right now is 30. Oh, it's $10. So I sent it away. You know what came in the mail? I got scared. I got all these credit cards in the mail up to $100,000. The family I lived with asked me if I was a crook. They basically brought Ted Turner, the attorney, there to ask me some questions too. And I told Mr. Turner, there's 26 ways how to use a SS4. He go, what? Yeah. Here I'm 9.5 years old telling Ted Turner how to friggin' use an SS4 and his stupid attorney. But you know what happened? I'm the founder of Helping Hand. Isn't that fun? And then I got named in the movie Dave. See, I think a lot of people full of blah, blah, blah. Me, I'm going to give you some good blah, blah, blah today. I think half of you are friggin' lazy. The other half had to be a little crazy to go get it. You ready to go get it yet? We get to play. Now, I started the first Orange County Blind Center when I was 12.5 years old because I was on a little commercial with my little friend. She was blind, but I used the word Braille. I kind of screwed up. I didn't realize the word Braille belonged to the Braille Institution. Then I got named in a lawsuit and had to go to court. The first thing the judge said is, Mr. Ray Reynolds. I said, where's your daddy? Don't have one. Where's your mom? Don't have one. Sorry, Your Honor. I had to master trade names, trademarks, and copyrights. He goes, you know what's in this book? I said, sir, you can ask me any page. I'll tell you exactly what it says. Sure. He was kind of a jerk. But I quoted every page. He goes, damn. So they kind of dropped the charges. So the reality is I used the word Braille. Now, you use Velcro, right? No, you don't. You're using hook and loop. Velcro is the name of a company in El Segundo, California. Do you blow your nose on Kleenex? Or you use tissue? So you got to understand something. Before you tell your friends and family an idea, take all your notes, make a copy, put it in a French press envelope, mail it to yourself. Don't open the envelope, let the judge open it. See, your friends and family, some are going to steal your goodies. All right, come on. You've been ripped off by a friend and family already. You loaned them money and they said, I'm sorry, I can't pay you. They don't respect it. So let's understand. Get a website set up too. So let's understand. We're going to play. We're going to play my way. Now, I invented division process in 85, 86. So we're going to learn to play to never bring the damn pain home. Will that be okay? If you would have known what I tell you today when you came out of high school, you would have never screwed up in the first place. Now, it's your fault. I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. Now, understand, when I was a kid, they said, don't put all your eggs in a basket. I asked what that meant. All I got is back, bunch of idiots. I thought grown-ups were stupid. When I grew up, I realized they were stupid, flat out. You see a corporation today, you got one, good for you. All right, you probably pay thousands for a corp that's actually free besides the filing fee. When they sue the corp, they sue you. That means you're a duck and a sheep. Why? Because when they sue you, you better damn well duck. Division process. Now, if you got an LLC, by the way, it is a corporation. You have to be called here. I have an LLC, don't have a corporation. These idiots that spend thousands for a piece of damn paper, don't know diddly squat, and don't know that an LLC is a corporation. Come January, they're going to kick your assets. That's the Treasury Department. They came up with a CTA. Get ready to get your assets kicked. But again, it's next. We have to do what they said. Get all your ducks in a row. I heard that when I was a kid. I said, what does it mean? Again, I got, what did I do? Here's a corp, here's divisions. Let me show you what needs to be done. I'm training the adults how to play when I'm just a little friggin' kid. These people were so bad. So let's understand, never bring the damn pain home. Why would anybody do that? How stupid could people be? So let's understand, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be blunt. If you basically have to listen, I'm going to tell you like it is. If you follow stupid, you did stupid. Now, that doesn't mean you're stupid. Now, I like building millionaires. Would you like to be next? It's going to be up to you to play. But again, I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. When I came out of that coma, all right, in 2011, there were 9 suckers on internet trying to say they're Ray Reynolds. Say, are you kidding me? Will the real one please stand up? All right, it's ridiculous, but that's just the way it works. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to treat you like you're 2 years old. And then I want you to never bring the pain home. Is that okay if you pay attention to me? What do you got to lose? You already screwed up things before. You brought the pain home too. So let's do what I say to do. Is that okay? There's that rhyming sound. Oh, I wish I could stop it. But again, lifetime coaching. I got some of you, generation. Isn't that fun? But you need to learn to play. I got a foolproof program. You can't even screw it unless you don't follow through. But then that's on you. Now, Arnold, you understand Mr. Dr. Lucky here and I, we did a hospital in Fiji Islands. I funded it because we wanted to help the kids from dying of gum disease. Nobody paid attention because, I wasn't as famous as Arnold was. I asked him to be on the board. And guess what happened? It blew up too. Wow. Now we got Superman for Gold's Gym. He's a cop at the time. Oh my goodness. He says, I kick ass and motivate. I got him $1 million. Is that okay? From here, we got the college professor by Yale University. From there, we got Glenn Freeman living in his car for 3 years. Every time I went to the hotel to do a lecture, I said, what the hell are you still doing in your car? Feeling sorry for yourself. Knock off the crap. 3 minutes or less. Get off your ass. Get to the workshops. Let's do it. I finally had to drag him there. I gave him a Ray 360. Is that fun? $450,000 in credit, new house, new truck, and a business. See, the problem is you just need to know the truth to set you free. Now, Giovanni worked for Pixar at the time, Million Sacks. Little Karen delivered pizza to my workshop. I said, stick around. I taught her to buy Long Beach properties too. Isn't that fun? But then she got $1 million too. She's got her little TikTok and YouTube videos too. 9 months, it only took $1 million too. Now we got to help people coming out of prison. Here's Freeway Ricky Dickie Ross. He don't like me now. I don't like to really care. I got him gold and platinum cards. Then he told people he knew how to do a credit. Hell, he couldn't read, couldn't spell, but he's going to do credit. I had to fix some people. So I don't care if he likes me or not. I just want to help people. Thomas, hell, he was in prison for 26 years. But the reality is within 8 months, I got him a brand new dump truck and credit up, and away. See, your problem is still you. Have you turned these up yet? Let's play. See, if you understand how it works, and that's what you have to understand. It's like when I did my thesis, International Constitutional Law, I was 19, having fun at school. Isn't that fun? I never went to high school. That would have been a waste of friggin' time. I was too busy going to West Coast College, Long Beach, and Berkeley. It was fun. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the president. January 30th, 1934, the Gold Act. He stole everybody's gold, called it Fort Knox. And they even told you how heavy your ring could be of gold. So we got, let's understand, you and me, SS5 form, 14 to 16, we got our Social Security card. It's an SS5 for SSN. Got it? Now, Nixon took the gold standard out in 71. That means every woman at the hospital, all right, that means some of you, mommy did it for you. None of you paid attention anyway. But she had to do the SS5 for the SSN because Nixon took the gold standard out and they got to bond us up to $35 million apiece. We're just a number, and it's a lonely number too. but then basically you only get one of these suckers. So let's understand. The biggest mistake you do is you don't understand how to play. Now, can you do this? Come on, do this. This hand, we're going to talk SSN as tax, and probate till you're dead. They reach in the grave and take that too, and they call the time of death at the hospital for the state and federal government. On this side, we're going to go SS4, so there's no tax due till we're profitable. See, your problem is you just follow ducks and sheep. So the SS5 got an SSN, and that created the 1040 tax return. We, the people, and that means basically we get one number. It's not even ours anyway. And then we have to compare to SS4. So we got SS5, which you didn't pay attention. You know it's even an SS5 form. Now it's SS4. Now we're going to look at line 1. Can you pay attention? Line 1 right there, right in your face says legal name of entity. And then individual person. I'm the guy that told Ted Turner at 9.5 years old, there's 26 ways to use this damn form. And he goes, and I explained it to him. So let's play. Your name can be on line 1 today if you'd like it to. So the SS5 equals SSN 1040. And then we got the SS4 1120, and known as a tax ID. Now, you never had to bring the pay number in the first place. You did it because you didn't know how to play, because you followed a bunch of stupid people the other day. Want a second chance? Now, if you're one of those tax protesters and you don't follow your tax returns, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did for 3 years and fine $5 million. That's where you belong. So get the hell out of here. Because if you learn basically one thing, IRS, you got to play by the rules. Are you a cheater or something? Very simple. I played last night the checker expert of basically Riverside, and I kicked his ass 4 times. Bets, I should say assets. I was a chess master at 14. That was fun. He thought he was so good. So you understand, son, we're going to play to win. I don't play to lose. So if you write down irs.gov and write down 1244, you could basically almost never pay tax anymore by playing by the rules and tools. You get to file one tax return. Wow! Wouldn't that be fun? If you paid attention today. Now, the lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things all the time. Now, let's understand corporate credit. Let's understand. Come on, pay attention. Number 1, it's all the damn write-off. It's free damn money. Oh, you just maintain the payment. Where are you going to get the money to really do a business up to 100,000 to $1 million? Win the lottery, get a raise, someone's going to hand you money? Good luck with that. Maintain the payment. You know what this does? It doesn't hurt your family. When you don't hurt your family, you don't bring the pain home. And the division process I invented in 85, 86, oh my goodness, it does so many good things for you. But the difference is it's a line of defense. It builds up to $1 million of cash credit right away. If you do what you're told to do, can you do that too? From there, guess what? We get to build a legacy and basically help our family. I like that. I call it free money. Why don't we take $50,000 off of a credit card for the fun of it? Why don't we turn around and learn to be an investor? I was 17 when I had 19 houses. They told me I couldn't get number 20 because of the loan to value problem. I said, how to get the 19? These idiots said they're experts. Yeah, right. Let's go back to Dave Delgado crap. Okay, come on. All right, let's understand. Or Carl's and Cheats crap. Let's do the real thing. I transfer these into the divisions, freed up my loan to value problem, and then I realized basically I don't like fixing up properties. It's a pain in the ass head. So I decided to become the bank. Will that be okay if I teach you how to become the bank? Well, you're going to understand how to play. You invest the corporate credit because it's free. Maintain the payment. You got 16 ways to play to be an investor starting today. Now, we got all these clients. We do the studies, and let's understand property franchise storage units. I've been collecting those since I was a kid. So if we use some common sense, and this is for John, who always asks silly questions. Let's make sure John's here. Oh, yeah, he's here. Of course he's here. So let's see. You buy your income. What does that mean? The average person wastes $50 every other day. I always say if you want to spend $100 a week, you can afford to be a corporate millionaire, but you have to pay attention. So let's look at $100 a week. So John, pay attention because sometimes you act like you're real slow. Okay, $100 a week. By the first week, credit rebuilding, rapid rescore. Second week, next payment, corporation, level 1. From there, we look at things and you have to be told what to do. You follow through. Would that be okay? If you follow through all the things you need to do, by that time I'm popping some credit. So every week, $100. Do you know what happens at the end of those weeks after 90 days? You got $15,000 if you follow through. Oh, well. See, flipping properties were fun, but when I turned 21, I said, no, thank you. It's a pain in the ass head. Dealing with all the, I was going to say shitty people, but I can't say that. Between the contractors, the subcontractors, the lien releases, and all this BS, hell, it was a pain in the ass. So I decided to become the bank. So let's understand, okay? If I can't sell it to be the bank, I keep it forever. Does that make sense for you? So let's play. Let's understand becoming the bank. Example, let's give you an example. All right, apartment complex. I took one in Yorba Linda and I dissected it into pieces. I turned them into townhouses. I split deed them all. The city got more tax money and I became the bank. So what did I do? I dissected it. I got everybody their loan, their down payment, and they did an assignment of mortgage to them. So I get a loan for 30 damn years. By the way, that's called residual income, which you forgot to do in the first place. All right, and it's almost too late anyway, because why? You're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. You're gonna have to get off your assets and go get it. So the reality is, if you basically want to know, as an example, here's a client. She's going to take and sell her house and give the money to her kids. I said, no. I had her do a reverse mortgage, put it in the bank and reference 3 times 5, $3 million. She purchased a franchise. That's fun. She got an apartment complex. All right, and now she's going to be doing $100,000 a month residual income. Isn't that better than being freaking broke like most of you? Kind of sucks. So if you build residual income, and then when you leave a legacy, they get to take it over. See, the franchises and the apartment complexes, the value go up, up, and away forever. Corporation lives forever. If you ever want to play in real estate that I manage up to billions, the real estate system that I wrote, simple, Homestead Blocker, UCC, and Chatham Mortgage, how about financial series? Become the bank, buckets of money and tax balancing. If you want to do that, let me know. It's simple to do. By the way, all right, both of those are $299 if you want the books and CDs. And all you got to do, very simple, is Zelle, Ray Reynolds recipient, Ray at racecredit.com, write down RW to Zelle or call the office right away. Now let's understand. The United States of America, you've heard of that before, right? You did, right? The Constitution, the Bill of Rights, we the people. Wow, did you realize they got 50 corporations? They call them states. And the states got corporate, they call them cities. And then they created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. So they can bankrupt the dead, stay in business in your face, and you're so busy basically bringing the damn pain home. You do realize we the people. The Constitution was written for we the people to tell the government what to do. Ronald Reagan has it right. All right, unfortunately, Biden's a dinosaur. He's talking out of his ears. Oh, what can I say? So we got we the people, Constitution, Supreme Court, corporation's a legal person, and we can stop bringing the pain home if you pay attention today. So let's write down division of me. Can you do that? Now let's look at the form that you didn't pay attention to in the first place since the day you were born. Line 1, legal name of entity or individual person. That's a person, corp, division, subsidiary. Your Bank of America has bankrupt 5,000 locations. Their branch numbers, and they got a tax credit every time they make a decision or they screw up. And that $100 million fine they got fined 5 weeks ago, they write it off anyway. Wells Fargo's been indicted 4 times so far. Oh, goody, and even Chase screwed up too. So they're a bunch of Ponzi as far as I'm concerned, but that's just my opinion. If we do what I say, you ready to play? Here's one of the Lamborghinis. Here's the key. So when I got this here, this Lamborghini, pay me to $6,800 a month. That's expensive. Well, not if you're making millions of dollars a day. Hell, it's nothing. So what are we going to do? If I pay for the $6,800 a month and then I can't afford it, they're going to take it away. Oh, good. I'll have shitty credit then. And then they're going to report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now I got double shitty credit. Well, that sucks. If I buy it through the corp and they sue the corp, they sue me. I'm a duck and a sheep. That's stupid again. What was the solution? What I invented. I bought the Lamborghini through a division of a corporation. Remember I showed you SSN versus SS4? I guaranteed SS4. You see, I don't have an intent to do fraud. But if something goes wrong, I'm allowed to do what the banks, grocery stores, and cities do. We're going to do the Macarena. We're going to do the 3-step that I wrote and invented for me. You ready to write it down for you? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate that sucker. Put it over here. I maintain the corp. I maintain my family. I don't bring the pain home like you, because that sucks, doesn't it? And if I can't save it in 6 months under the Federal Protection Act, I'm allowed to bankrupt the damn thing. See, it's like when you lease a building. Why would you ever lease it as a corporate or anything else besides a division? Every property you ever get, you want to maintain. To become the bank or something, you got to realize someone can slip, fall, and sue you and screw you up. You got 50 bloodsucker attorneys on TV every day. So the next thing we got to think about is how to receive money. Here's the thing. When you watch TikTok, YouTube, and Google saying get an LLC, do this, all this is stupid. Because all that matters to the IRS is the SS4. There's no tax due till you're profitable. I don't give a damn what type of corporation you do in the beginning. You got to learn to play. And then you got to research the Fair Lending Act, because one card can become 99 more. That's $100 million. Where are you going to get the money to do your business? Maybe you'll pay attention to me. Wouldn't that be fun? Division process if you understand how to play. Now let's build you a corporate umbrella. Let's play the game, because that's what it is, repackaging America too. As we do this, let's look at the corporation you have today. Please check Secretary of State. You're the incorporator. You're in the office list. You're the statement of information. And 87% of you use your home address, which is called stupid. They sold you on a mailing list. Now you know how you got robocalls and junk mail. Change that right away to a mailbox, etc. Currently, when they sue the court, because it's in everybody's face, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep. Meh, meh, quack, quack, quack. Doesn't that suck? When I was a little boy, they kept saying, put your ducks in a row. I do this for them too. And I did this with Kevin Costner years ago. It was fun. We created a duck he wanted as a thing, and he said, just kick it. Unfortunately, he said it was a little violent. I spin kicked it and the head fell off. Well, we didn't use that one. Oh, well, let's go from here. Oh, when they sue the court, they sue you. Well, that kind of sucks. Why don't you have a line of defense? What's wrong with you? These aren't turned up today? You don't know how to play? You like bringing the pain home and feeling sorry for yourself too? That kind of sucks, division process. So let's look at a $100 million building across the street from South Coast Plaza Mall. That has my name on it. Let's look at a $1 million Lamborghini, one of the $5 million mansions I obtained, and one of the race boats worth $1 million too. Have my name on it too. I obtained these things. Why haven't you? What's wrong with you? These aren't working? You need to turn them up. If I can do this being what? Born in a friggin' taxi? I just want it out of hell. And the reality is I don't trust people. The reality is I'll do my research and find out what I can really do, because I think most people are full of what? Now, I like goodies. You like goodies? You want some goodies too? But I like making millionaires if you follow through. But if you don't do what I tell you to do, that's on you. So let's add you to my credit system. You want to play pool on one of my pool tables? Let me know. Oh, what's your goal? Now, the next thing is how many working days do we have this year left? We can play. Now, I'm online 6 days a week. It's my last and final year for 6 days a week. Before pandemic, we did in person and online. Isn't that fun? Now, today we got this Labor Day special thing. Come on, let's understand. Labor Day, this weekend, today, now, you can get up to 40 to 60% based on products and services. But you got to call a specialist now, and let them negotiate what's right for you. Isn't that fun? Now, I got 941 goals left that I want to accomplish on my bucket list. I honor God, show his glory. I want to help build and help billions of people. So if we do this, let's do a couple things. Credit, loan, money. Can you write it down? Credit, loan, money. Write it down. I want you to understand, you had some money before and you spent it, you kind of pissed it away. And then you got egg in your face too. Well, that kind of sucks. Why don't we take $100,000, put it in the bank, in the corporate bank account, reference 3 times 5. Oh, you don't have 100,000? Let me get you a damn card. Write a damn check. Simple. Put it in there. Then understand they're going to give you up to 150 on the line of credit. So let's use 100,000 to what I'm saying, so the 50 can make the payment on itself and take away all your damn excuses. Your corporation creates a lot of defense. You have a division for a franchise and an apartment complex, so a lot of defense. These are going to go up and up forever. Your problem is you didn't build residual income. Sorry, that's called stupid. All right, you understand something, financial freedom. You should start building 1,000 up to 50,000 a month automatically coming in. I haven't had a paycheck for 30 years. Hell, why would I want one of those? That'd be an inconvenience. So let's play. Now understand $100,000. I'm an affiliate, 119 creditors. I got about $53 million of cards on a dashboard. I use about 10 and maintain lines of credit in the billions of dollars too. And what I get to do for you is add you to a system, add you to a card, and I can basically get to put for you corp division, and I can ask for separate billing. See this trade line crap that you buy, some of you silly people, it's a fraud. It's not even yours. We have a relationship, so I can use my dashboard to help you if you like $100,000 credit. But that's up to you too. Now let's understand, you need $1 million package? It's no problem. You call 800-254-9506. You ask for Lena, you ask for Robert, you ask for Crystal, you ask for basically Santos. You might even ask for Scott. He loves taking phone calls too. And never forget about Eric. So the ultimate goal, oh, you want a package that I can coach you this year, next year? No problem. Call the office. It's called Now. We get to play. You ready to play with me? So let's understand something today. I want you to look in the mirror today when nobody's around. Stare at yourself for 5 minutes. I've been doing a routine since I was a little boy. See, if I got up at 2:30 in the morning, the abuser would come get me. I got up at 2:25, and I've been doing that since I was a little boy. So I look in the mirror after I drop to my knees, say, thank you, Jesus, for another day every morning. Then I go look in the mirror. I mean, who the hell's going to help me? Come on. Yeah, and I said hell and God at the same time. Well, there's heaven, there's hell. So let's understand. All right, I wanted out of hell. I ain't got a mommy and a daddy. So the reality is I got to do one thing, put myself in check. You don't put yourself in check. You go in a real and nerdy circles having the same rerun all your life going, whee! I think that kind of sucks. Why don't you get the repo list that comes out every Monday at 6:12 in the morning? Cars, boats, houses, apartment complex, duplex. How about the probate list? How about divorce list? How about bankruptcy? How about you sell, supply, and vendor credit? And your corporation does $1 million per entity, checkbook money, supply, and vendor money. And you work your tail off, and then by the time you turn around, you got a $10 million company. But the biggest problem we got is you. You're your biggest problem. The reality is don't think, just do. Don't think, just do. Now, you can buy that income. $100 a week. You piss that away every other day. You might as well invest that too. So here we go again. So I had to design this for John because he couldn't figure out $100 a week, how you can build up to 15,000, then more and more and more. I like to make things simple. All right, flipping a property, oh goody. Remember, I like you to understand how to become the bank. I like being the bank because you get money for 30 years. Wouldn't that be nice to learn how to split deed properties? And the reality is you get a management company and all you do is collect money. Isn't that fun? Becoming the banker is called assignment of mortgage too. You can learn to play. I like that. And what does she do? 100,000 a month. Now what's going to happen is eventually she's going to die. I want you to understand we have to plan the problem, plan to live, we have to plan to die. We have no choice about that. We got to plan. And the biggest problem, most of you don't plan at all. And that kind of sucks. So the real estate and the financial series, you might want to think about it today. So again, it's $299 if you did it today. There's your discount. But again, it's a Zalzal Ray Reynolds recipient. Ray at racecutter.com. You put RW when you sell. Give us the address and phone number, where to send it to, and your name, please. And then from there, if you want to, you can call the office right away. Now, making you basically a money making machine. What does that mean? We get to make money. Money's a product. So today, if all of a sudden you say I'm jacked up or this and the crap, stop the crap. Okay, you got a choice. You can build supply and vendor credit, start selling products now, You can learn how I became the OPM as a kid. You can learn the system that I wrote for Dun & Bradstreet too. And you can sell products on Amazon and eBay. Now. Then you can redo your debt and take away your excuses. Now, if you're not a client, take a picture. Ready? Click. You get one call with me. You get 90 days of level 1, 2, 3 specialty classes. Saturday up to 10 classes live. Done some on Wednesday too. Based on your investment, how much bonus credit I give you. See, there you get to play with me up to 6 days a week. Now, if you're a client, only if you're a client, listen carefully. I had a client take a picture of this, or actually a non-client, and they sent that in without the other side. I click it again. So let's pay attention. If you're a current customer, you want 10,000 more, it's $499 today's discount. $24.99. You want another 25,000? It's $9.99. But as it says, as I click it, current active customer only. Got it? That completes it there. So again, Zell, or call the office. All right, and you can ask 800-254-9506. Ask for a specialist. They'll hold your hand. We'll sing Kumbaya too. We get to play. You like goodies yet? I like goodies because I didn't like eating out of a trash can. They walked by me at the pier when I was 3 like I was a piece of shit. They didn't give a damn. Nobody even asked where my mom and my daddy is because I don't think anybody really gives a crap anyway. You got to take care of your own defensive circle. That means you and your family. You like goodies yet? But I understand I accomplished my goals. Every time I hear some idiot say white men can't jump, that's funny. I hold the record for the highest kick and fastest kick on the planet since 1981. That means white men do jump, just stupid people say we don't. Hell, I kicked at the lights that night. I used to kick the door jam and kick the basketball hoop too. See, no matter where you come from, you can accomplish your goal. You just have to get rid of your own excuses. Now, my first car was a Quintos Lamborghini. When I got tested at T-Weekle Junior High, I was 14 with an IQ of 203. And then the government took me over to Orange Coast College to be educated some more too. Isn't that fun? The reality is, I don't hear no. When someone says no, I say thank you. I just realize I'll walk away and find a way anyway because I think they're stupid. See, you accept no. No. There's no word no. Now, there's 1,000 steps you have to master. You have to learn how to play. Now, the biggest thing is, what did you get when you basically from your family? I'm sorry. All right. And what happens is most people get a little piece of something if they're lucky, and then they have basically a person as a memory. I want you to understand a corporation lives forever. It's about time you learn to play because we're all going to die. Not today, hopefully, but we get to play. Can you write down basically irrevocable trust? Can you write down UCC1? Let's pretend you're going to pay attention 100% on both sides. Oh, your house, it has a deed of trust. It requires a pink slip. How about all the goodies in your house and your office? If you put them on a UCC1 today and you register in the county recorder's office, you can turn that into a chattel mortgage. You can borrow against your own junk. How's that? And you can tie it to an irrevocable trust. You see, when I die, I know exactly where my goodies are going to go. Do you? Probably not. So let's understand, it's amazing that you watch the Kennedys, the Hiltons, the Firestones, the Gettys, the Fords do this. They left something to their family as a legacy. These rich people nowadays, my kids have to go through hard knocks. That's bullshit. They should actually let them take over where they left off. I've never seen stupid people as much in my life till now. But again, you got a choice. I plan the problem. There's always a problem. You don't know where it's coming from. You got to plan the problem. You got to plan to live, and you got to plan to die. There's my 3 plans in the beginning. So what do we get to do? Draw the diagram in front of you. Go ahead and draw it. Well, let's understand. Here's a corporation, and if it gets sued, you're screwed. Here's a corporation with subsidiaries, and that means locations like banks do, and that same thing can happen. Then they get a tax write-off when they bankrupt locations called branch numbers. But I designed a corp with entities called division process, and the reality is a division doesn't have your name on it. And that way you can roll the dice and give it hell a try and never bring the pain home ever again. We can look at banks, SAMHSA, Geico, cities. Your problem is you. All right, first thing you got to do is stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain into millionaire status. But again, I call my blueprint that I started when I was 9.5 at Torrance Library. See it, believe it, go get it. Maybe you'll pay attention today. I pray that you do. So let's understand. I want you to stop treading water, all right, and playing it safe. I need you to write down 5 things right now. Can you do it for me, please? 5 things. That's all I need you to do right now. Ready? Number 1. You need a real 750 score, not a bunch of, care, credit, blah, 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 and a secure card. From there, you need a corporation with divisions. You need $1 million of cash credit. You need checkbook money and supply and vendor money, up to $1 million each. And that's what you need if you're going to get to millionaire. If without it, you're not going to do it. So then go away. You're wasting my time. You got to play. Now, if we draw this one more time, here's a corporation managing divisions. That means you stop bringing the pain home. You put your ducks in a row. I get to repackage you under the same corporate umbrella. That means you get to do what I tell you to do. Next year, I got my radio and TV show. So I'm not going to be available 6 days a week. All right. The bottom line is, as I promised my wife, she calls this my hobby. Now, I basically did Ronald Reagan's corpse and Nancy's too. I did Mr. Bill Clinton, Fishborn, and Mom, and all the other people you can think of, Lakers and Clippers and all kinds of things. I'm known as the Incorporated for Rich and Famous for many years, about 45. They listen better than you, by the way. Did you know you had a kitchen table meeting? You probably did. And you sit with your friends and family, and you say, we're going to start a business, honey. Goody for you. Hopefully somebody with half a brain said, hey, what if something goes wrong? Well, what did you do? You hawked your cards, you dropped your score, you got stuck, hell, you can't get it anymore, and you can't ride up diddly squat, and you hawked your house. I call that stupid. You're not stupid. Why did you do stupid? I don't understand. I don't understand. Why would you ever hurt your family? I didn't get one of those when I was a kid. So I want you to write down today's date, project 90 working days. I want you to realize you're going to fall down 1,000 times. You're going to only win 10. You ready to play? And I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. Did you know page 6? All right, it says cash flow for you per time. Even though there's some other ding dong that filed bankruptcy, all right, you try to use that too. So we get to play. There I am in that coma. That sucks. All we did is take out the yacht, one of my 3 yachts in the backyard, to watch the fireworks because my wife wanted to do that. But then I get to die. Well, that sucks. Ruined my whole day. She went to the office and found out Ron's stealing my books and CDs. She found out Tom, my IT guy, sold my websites and my phone numbers. Damn. So do yourself a favor. He sold them to a porn site, the highest bidder. It took us, Eric and me, 10 years to get to Ray Reynolds University back. Do never call that number, please. It's an embarrassment, but that's what happens when you have to die in a coma and everybody around you wants to steal your shit. It sucks. So if you want a copy of this, it's simple. I sold it at the Bonaventure, $5,000 a set for 32 years, every Wednesday night. All right, very simple. It's $99. All right, you get it for free. That covers shipping and handling. And all you got to do is Zelle, put the address, put your name, your phone number too. And from there, you can call the office right away at 800-254-9506. Ask for Karen. Simple to do. Starting a business, running a business, oh my goodness. The people around you, you know, they're going to knock you off the cliff. You're going to die or they're going to catch you. So do yourself a favor. Ever since I was 2.5, I go to my knees. I say, thank you, Jesus, at 2:25. Then I go look in the mirror, put myself in check. Why have you not put yourself in check? And why do you listen to people around you? You keep asking their opinion on something, they never made it, and you're listening to that. I think that's clouding your direction. Why don't we look back in 2009 in my life, just as an example too, how I have my 3 yachts in my backyard. Where you park yours? Check it out. No problem. We're billions of dollars. I'm helping people 6 days a week. My wife wants to take one of the yachts out with a group of people. Okay, honey, no problem. Next day I get to die. Why, God, why? I'm helping people. Here I am dead. All right, died at 5:41, July 5th. That sucks. What do I get to do? I get to hear what's going on in the room. Then the nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. I had to rip out my heart and take it away. But then Jesus said, stay in peace or go back. I said, go back. My wife's falling apart. I got to go back. See, I take away and show you the examples because I don't want your excuses. I had to move 24 times. I'm 11.5 years old. I went to school in Watts, Hawthorne, Torrance, and Long Beach. Goodies. You had to learn to run and kick it. Or basically me, I'd rather die than run. So I've been shot twice and knifed 6 times. So I got no excuses, neither do you. All right, let's get past go. The bottom line is I'm God's example. Can you pay attention today? I do have a book coming out called Jesus is Not a Drive-Through. See, being a Christian is a way of life, not a moment in time. I got another book coming out called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. Because people have to learn to shut up, especially men, because women are tape recorders. Oh, fight the monster within. Oh, I love this one. Bullshit doesn't pay your bills. All this BS out there. Come on, this is true. Hey, as long as my wife approved the name of the book, I'm okay. And she did. Fight the pain within. So you got a choice. Now, let's get you past go. Let's show you some Lamborghinis. Let's show you a Duffy in a mansion, how white men do jump, and stupid people say we don't. More Lamborghinis, race boats in the backyard, helicopters, U-Docks, yachts, and Ferraris. There's a couple goodies I obtained. Why haven't you? What's wrong with you? This is the United States of America Incorporated. It's called Ray's Rules. All you got to do is master my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. And we can get you off your assets too and go get it. Your problem is still you. But okay, now credit repair. Can you imagine how many stupid people there are? They pay $100 a month for 2 years and still have shitty credit. You think they have a magic wand or something? This is ridiculous. All right, the top 4 credit repair flaky companies have had 4 indictments against them, chasing them. There's 928 complaints alone this morning on the top 1, and people are stupid enough to give them money. Federal Trade says you can't even collect money up front, but they do every day. Now let's write down section 611. Can you do that? Find out what you can do for yourself. And if you have an open collection account, remember you can't rip off your creditor. You can't be a crook. Negotiate the damn debt. Okay? Now if you want a 750, since I set up a list of the rules and tools, negotiate open collection account. All cards, remember the sticky, 25, 29% rule, but 2 and a rapid rescore, which I invented 39 years ago too. So now you got a 750. What are you going to do? Probably sit there and go, how about we learn to master the KISS method? Keep it simple, stupid. Okay? So let's give you your steps today so you get some goodies too. Number 1, Intuit Credit Karma now. They bought it December 3rd, 2020. No phone number to help you. I'm praying my new dashboards give them a run for their money. And we have a call center 24 hours. And we analyze and give free corporation for everybody. Isn't that fun? But then basically what I want to do next is analyze you. So if you let me analyze your credit, okay? And that's very simple. Within 24 hours, and now Scott loves 24 hours from here, and we're going to tell you exactly what I need you to do, and I guarantee you a 750 score if you do what I tell you to do, and I do the other part for you. Would that be okay? And on Saturday during my classes at 1:30 in the afternoon, I call case numbers in rotation, so you hear from me what to do. Okay, got it? It's live. Now, here's that form you didn't pay attention to. None of you did. Neither did Mommy. So again, it says full name at birth, full name or other than on the card, other names you use. That's called an SS5 form. SS5 got an SSN 1040. Got it? Now understand, you have a Social Security card in your personal wallet. Why don't you get it out? Why don't you read it? It says do not laminate, don't carry with you, do not use for ID purposes, and it says it's not even yours. How's that? It belongs to Social Administration. And you got this to get your first paycheck in a 1040 tax return. And when you got your first paycheck years ago, you thought the company ripped you off. Where's my money? They pointed out the IRS gets your cut, you get the leftover. Well, that's what makes us ducks and sheep. Your problem is you didn't learn to play. Maybe you'll pay attention to me today. All right, 1244, irs.gov. Almost don't pay tax ever again. Could that be okay with you? Now, I want you to break even in your life. This is what you get to do. Up to 100,000 of credit, 71,000 of safety. You're going to basically pay attention and quit doing this crap to your credit because you did it to yourself and you did it. You know that too. You balance your debt 25, 29%. Now, let's understand. Let's do this again. SS5, tax. We have to live on the leftover? Well, that sucks. SS4, we don't pay tax till we make a profit? Wow, is that how the rich and famous people do it too? We could play. If you want to play, let me know. See, the problem is your lack of knowledge is why you keep bringing the damn pain home. I want you to balance your debt, and I want you to do what I tell you to do because I want to make you a millionaire. Is that okay? under the corporation. Let's rebuild your SSN because some of you got it all screwed up. You're now a CFO for the corporation and the divisions. At the same time, you master the SS4. You get to choose wisely from now on. Grasshopper, wouldn't that be fun? And now you can be a double CFO and put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella. And you play my way because your way sucks. All right, that's going to be fun. SS5. Let's compare it to the SS4. You see line 1 again? Bank, grocery store, city. How about your name right there? How about if we dissect the form like I told Ted Turner what I did, and you understand I want to play? So let's look at basically what it says. Banking and credit purposes per entity. Damn, per entity? I can do another one and another one and another one. No intent to do fraud, and I never had to bring the pain home in the first place. Well, your problem is you follow ducks and cheat. Now, your corporation's allowed 4 things as far as I'm concerned, but do what you want. Number 1, we buffer tax. No taxes due to we're profitable. Credit, it's a write-off. Car, fleet price. And then the free buffet at the hotel. That's all it's allowed to do. Your divisions are the line of defense. And from there, they're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, and then multiple credit reports, and we separate liability for every entity in real estate too. Divisions, a line of defense. See, you got to understand how to play. You build a corporate umbrella. That's what I want to do for you today. Will that be okay if I do it for you today? Now, understand, divisions, your name's not on the damn form. You're not a duck or a sheep. Your problem is you didn't learn how to play. Shame on you. I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years. Where you been? But again, I'm going to guarantee what I say I can do 100% for you as long as you're part of the program. And you pay attention, you go to class, you don't fall and you want. So if you violate, that means you jack up cards, you apply, and you screw up my rapper score, I'm going to close your case or charge you a fee. In other words, you have to man up, a woman up if you screw up. Be responsible. What a concept. Past can't chase future. You got an IRS problem? Simple. They got a form too. 656, 433, A and B. Let's repackage you step number 4 or step 3 today. We get to play. Oh, you want that 750? Okay. Let me analyze you within 24 hours because that'll make Scott happy. And then we're going to do basically a rapid rescore. And then like this client, I got him 96 points in 3 days. Whee! Create green lights too. So what do we look at? 750. That means if you do what you're told to do, and I do my part, you get a 750 and above. Now, here's a nice lady. Her grandfather left her half a fashion out, and she's a freaking billionaire. Ray, why do I have a 651? I don't have bad credit. Why are you using half your cards? My attorney, my CPA, my banker told me to. Dumb, dumb, and dumber. Hell no, you're not listening. So basically no green lights. I did a rapid rescore. By the time I was done, she had an 801 with a bunch of green lights. Is that okay? Now this poor couple, they got tricked to file a bankruptcy. They went to see a bankruptcy attorney. I said, what are they going to sell you, a damn pickle or a banana? All right, let's understand. Never file bankruptcy, in my opinion, unless you're going to garnish your wages or sell your house in court tomorrow. And then there's other way. So I had to rebuild them. Here's $500 unsecured card to build them up and away. This family has 11 collection accounts. That sucks. Here's $3,000. Let's negotiate the debt. So if you allow us to rebuild you, rapid rescore, you go to class on Saturday, you don't fall in your what, and you pay attention, the goal is $750. This means we get you a $1,000 card and we charge you $999. Simple. We reimburse yourself. During the broadcast, we charge half price. That means it's $499. The card becomes $500. You reimburse yourself and we help you and hold your hand for 90 days and we sing Kumbaya. Take a picture of Zelle again. Ray Reynolds recipient, Ray at ragecutter.com. RW saw it on the webinar. And guess what you get to do? You can even call now, 800-254-9506 and talk to a specialist now, right now. Again, there you go. We get to play. And here's your biggest problem again about you. See, I'm a voter. That means they sell the voting list 412 times a year. All right. And then from there, you got the cable bill and the corporation. I'm sorry, you didn't realize you add yourself to the national mailing list. I think you should call 888-567-8688. Opt out for 5 years, please. Oh, the number's right there now. Okay. Click. So let's understand something. Step number 4. Now, I'd like you to plan the problem from now on. Hey, come on. You allowed a friend and family member to rip you off. You loaned money. They came back. I'm sorry. They don't respect free money. Don't you get this yet? You spent thousands on crap that didn't work. So you got to stop this and understand you have to have safety credit. Stick in the card, the line of defense. The way I designed it for Yarborough years ago, dashboards are 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So if you balance your debt and do what I tell you to do today, you'll have a 750 above for the rest of your life too. But the ultimate goal is going to be up to you because you have excuses. Hey, I got an emergency. Knock off the crap, flat out. All cards but two fluctuate on the 29% rule. The two that do not are gold and platinum, so you can max them up to $1 million. The only two cards you can go past 28% forever and maintain a 750 score. Now quit screwing up. And that's what you have to learn today too. So what happens when you lose your job, have an emergency? Simple. Everybody does the same silly thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, and then they go jack up their cards and say, feel sorry for me. It's like ridiculous. Nobody cares. At the end of the day, you got to care about yourself too. So if you needed $5,000 a day, now, what are you going to do? Simple. Go ask your friends, your family, the bank. They're all going to tell you no. It's that easy. See, when you need it, the answer is no. We don't need it. Here you go. This is a $5,000 card as an example. The payment's $50 a month if I max it out for $5,000. The average person wastes, and I say, sorry, pisses away $50 every other day. So your choice is very simple. They say you waste $140 a week. That's $600 a month. If I take basically $50,000 off of a corporate credit card, I get to write everything off. And what does that mean? The payment is $612.26. During the pandemic, I can buy 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-through using some common sense. Now, what made you jump? There it is. Nixon took the gold standard out. What do you get to do now? Write down Ray's rules. 100,000, 29% utilization, 71,000 of safety. The only thing that's allowed to screw up from now on is a division. Write it down. You will never bring the pain home if you do what I tell you to do and you follow through. If you don't, that's on you. The only thing that's allowed to screw up, and you have no intent to defraud, is a division, because you protect the corp and your family. It's about time you do your job. You protect the corp and your family. That is your responsibility as an adult. It's about time we man up and woman up. We got a choice, have our cake and eat it too. It's called Ray's Rules, step number 7. We become a certified CFO, and we never bring that damn pain home. It's ridiculous. I can't believe people do that. So you got choices. There I am, dead. I wish I could have jumped up and go, boo, and scare the hell out of everybody. Couldn't, I was dead. Google the address, check it out. Find out I'm telling you the truth. I've been in 2 comas in my life. First one, I was crippled for life. Jesus said, get up, I got up. Last one, I got to die and come back and help you. Oh, the devil is trying to hold us back and knock us down. But God's delays aren't God's denial. So what do we get to do? Now, I'd like to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. But my way better because your way sucks, sorry to say. I've been helping people for 45 years. Generation after generation too. We get to play. What's a corporation again? It's right in front of you, Chapter 18, public record. Corporation is the legal person. It may sue or be sued. So what happens? A lack of knowledge just makes people do stupid things. Division process, please understand that's the only way you can make sure you don't bring the pain home. Line of defense. Build you a corporate umbrella. If you allow me to get the tax ID, I add it in my system, and that allows me to set up the Asperian, the Transgeo, and Equifax under tax ID. I have the only system on the planet that does that. If you don't get it through me, good luck. That's why most people don't have cash credit to the corporation. From there, I'll line you up for checkbook money too. We'll explain that as we go along today. 9 divisions up to 1 million, 41 up to 5 million. Isn't that fun? We get to play. Again, check out your corporation today. Find I'm telling you the truth. When they sue it, they sue you. That makes you a duck and a sheep, and that kind of sucks. Why don't you build your line of defense so you don't bring the pain home anymore? I can't believe you did it in the first place. So let's play. Now, this is pathetic. I lost my job. I got 2 kids. Knock off the crap, sir. Get your butt to the church. They will feed you. Go drive an Uber, drive a Lyft. This is excuses. What did I do coming out of a coma? They stole my whole life. Sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. I had 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach. I got cited 3 times. Knock off the crap. Go get it. Corporations build themselves. This is pathetic. All right? All right? He's got to be pointing right direction. All right, now I designed this for one thing. One card, 9 more, $1 million. Simple. Only like 10 of the cards anyway. And then I want checkbook money. There's 2.5 million right there to finance a business and knock off the garbage and go get it. See it, believe it, go get it. But again, that's called daisy chaining credit. Don't worry, I invented that too. So divisions don't have your name on it. Isn't that nice? You can roll the dice, give it a hell of a try, as long as you have no intent to do fraud. I get to add 2,000 of history. I build a credit report for you. And the reality is very simple. It is $4.99 each, 3 for $14.97. Up and away, and you can call the office or Zelle, and get that 40 to 60% discount today. But again, I like goodies. You like goodies, yeah? I like goodies. I didn't like eating out of a trash can. We got 5 Harleys and a nonprofit going boom, boom, boom. I got to ride with Neil Diamond 2 times, singing Holly Holy and Red, Red Wine. Isn't that fun? I like goodies. I think you should have $1 million of cash credit cards, $5 million of checkbook money. Is that okay? If that is your goal starting today, please. So let's understand, buying that income, $100 a week, not hard to do. Come on, let's use some common sense. Every week you spend $100. You get the credit rebuild, a rapid rescore, you build credit. As long as you do your homework and do what I tell you to do, we start popping credit for you. By the time you're done in 90 days, you got $15,000 to buy more credit and build you up and away to $1 million too. Flipping a property makes sense to me. At 21, I thought basically, we flippity dippities was a pain in the ass head, dealing with all these people and the lien leases and all the crap. So I decided to become the bank. That make more sense. So I created something basically becoming the bank. If I can't sell it and be the bank, I don't sell it. I keep it forever. And that way I basically do an assignment of mortgage. Wouldn't you rather become the banker? I mean, I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid yet? Anybody can do this. It's easy. She's getting $100,000 a month. All right, all she had to do is do reverse mortgage versus sell her house. I mean, she was going to sell her house, give money to her kids, live off her 401k, which is a piece of crap in the first place, and be broke and go live with the kids. Hell no. I got her $100,000 a month. I want to go for $1 million. Got to play. That's the ultimate goal. If you want to get the real estate system, financial system, simple. Both of those together is $299. All you got to do is Zelle, now. Get the address, phone number, and the name of you, and we can ship it to you right away. Making a money-making machine. Oh, goody. 100,000 to $1 million supply and vendor credit. OPM. Dun & Bradstreet, what I set up years ago, too. All right, Amazon and eBay. Whee! See, if I rebuild you here, we're going to take the 2 cards we see on TV. They always talk about the unlimited spark card. Why don't we get 9 of those suckers? How about the B of A, 9 of those? How about Wells Fargo, 9? How about Ink cards, 9? How about the gold card times 9? So that's up to 5 million, not counting the other 5 cards. Now, don't forget, we're going to talk about checkbook money. Banks give you up to 150, or as long as you have a 2-year corporation. Very simple to do. So you get a corp today, you wait till January, unless you already have it, or we have 1 or 2 left anyway. It's very simple. Here's the 5 that I like for checkbook money, my favorite ones, up to each entity, which is 5.4 million of checkbook money. But again, if you want, we do have 1 or 2 left in stock. When you call the office, it is $9.99. That's their price. During the webinar, it's $4.99. So you can call them right now. They'll honor the $4.99 now. But if you don't call and I'm done talking, they're going to give it to you $9.99. So the goal is, let's do it now. There's your Zelle. There's your phone number, 800-254-9506. Now, I got specialty classes on Saturday, too, from 6 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Specialty classes are 8:30 in the morning. This Saturday, we're going to talk about how to daisy chain 1 card into 99 more. It's fun. It's $999 for 90 days or $4.99 per class, unless you get it in a package. From there, your goal is to understand how to master. Borrow money is not taxable. We're going to use that to write everything off, and then that way you buy your income, and the only thing that would screw up in the future or now would be a division. If you would have did division process out of high school, you would have never had shitty credit, never brought the pain home, and you'd be a billionaire. I did it at 26. Why can't you? Let's have our cake and eat it too. Ray's rules. Become a certified CFO, never bring the pain home. Would that be okay? You paid attention today? Oh, I wrote you a check for $1 million hypothetically. What would you do? You put it in your personal account. I call that stupid. You only get to keep 375. Put it in the corporation, leverage it first, and then pay all the bills and then pay tax on the leftover. Wouldn't that be fun to learn how to play? Now, the United States of America Incorporated, 50 corps called states, states called cities, and then they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy. You see, they bankrupt 11 cities so far in front of you and stayed in business. You could have played the same game with no intent to do fraud. Your problem is you don't know how to play. We got to teach you how to play starting today, step 9. Now understand Google. Let's Google bankruptcy today. It says SSN SS4. Who wants to be the duck the next time things get screwed up in your life? Make a decision starting today. Let me add you to my credit system. I can build you up to $1 million as long as you go to class, don't follow me what, and as long as you follow through, because you're responsible to do what I tell you to do. Now, understand corporations. I have been giving corporations for free for 45 years. Okay? All right, all you pay is a filing fee. You go to Raise Credit, you click the map as well. Now, if you pay thousands for a corporation, that's called stupid. You didn't learn diddly squat. Let's give you a corporate package and let's rebuild your credit, rapid score, articles, office tax ID. I'm going to do this tax ID office list for you for free. From there, set up level 1 every Wednesday, Saturday at 10 a.m. We're going to charge you only $999 because we wanted to basically charge you what the average person wastes in a given month. Give you $5,000 of credit back to you. 5 times your investment back. That's better than being in Vegas, by the way. Let's analyze you. Let's add history. Let's start popping credit right away. Let's rebuild you and get your butt to the class so you don't fall on your one. We get to play. Now understand that opportunity is only now. If you Zell, or call the office right away. Simple to do. Run your race, beat your doubt. Get the hell out of my way, please. I rebuild you because you're just in my way. I want you to learn how to play today. Let's look at this. Getting past skill because I think you're stuck and I think that sucks. So God's gift, the mansions in the harbor. How about all the race boats and the yachts? Say Ray Reynolds University.com. I like putting my name on it so you know I really got it. Not to rent something, have some silly video. I saw this ding dong on TikTok the other day and I zoomed into the license plate. He rented the car to make the video. I mean, I like helicopters, all right, Lamborghinis and buildings too. I'd like you to change your driver's license to a P.O. box, mail and address, please, for more privacy. Then I'd like you to look at your car today you drive. Because what did you do? You went to the dealership. You let them sweat you for 5 hours. You lost $20,000 and up to 9 inquiries. By the way, that's not how you buy a car. A car is fleet price, tax ID division. Yeah, I completed a whole system to rebuild someone's life because I was rebuilding me. I couldn't afford to bring the pain home like you. Now, you buy a house, never put 2 people on the loan. That'd be kind of dumb. Creating a loan to value problem. Car shouldn't be your car. So if you lose the house and the car, don't worry. The creditor's not only going to screw you up and have shitty credit, they're going to report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now you have an IRS problem. So you have double shitty credit. Kind of sucks. You should have planned the problem in the first place. It's like the registration of a car should be a division because you have 50 bloodsucker attorneys on TV every day saying, let's sue everybody. But again, that's step 14. So let's play. Let's put every piece of property you ever obtained in a division. You don't know who's going to slip, fall, and sue you and screw you up, right? How about your house payment is offset by your what? It offsets your paycheck. How about Amazon? They didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion to trillion. They pay tax. They wouldn't pay tax. Why would they do that? There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter, and now he calls it X marks the spot. He screwed it up in less than a week. All right, I think it's fully D and totally dumb, but he did buy it from a line of credit. You watched everybody do it in 2 days. But he just has a spaceship that went up today. From there, he's got a lot of smart people working for him, too. The other guy's got a spaceship, so does the other guy. Did you know you could win the game and play and join the club? And you can basically make sure you get to million to billion? It's not hard to do if you follow through. Run your race, run your life to a corporate in conjunction. But again, you should basically understand pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. See, your paycheck is taxable income. It's very simple. That means you get the leftover, then you're paying the car payment, gas, registration, insurance. I'd be yelling no right now and drive a company car. Why aren't you? I drive company cars. I don't have a car registered to me. Why would I do that? That would make no sense. So you could play step number 17 today. Why don't you go to irs.gov and get a hold of an SS4 form today and find out it says banking and credit purposes right on the damn form. Your problem is you didn't learn to play, and that's why you brought the pain home. So let's play, and let's teach you how to play starting today, but it's up to you. Now, mama, she had a baby. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, hospital hands her the SS5 form to bond the baby up to $35 million apiece so the baby can go home and take a nap. Basically, that's what they get to do. So everything to me is rules and tools. When you buy a house, it's escrow, closed homestead, trust. Oh, you have a house not in a trust, so when they sue you, they just take it away. And when you're dead, they basically put your family in probate, so they get diddly squat. Oh, you hire a contractor to fix up something? They hire the subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot. Good workers. When they slip, fall, cut corners, you know what they do? They sue you. They take everything you got, but my way, they get diddly squat. You like my way yet? I like my way playing the problem. Our irrevocable trust, step number 19 today. Maybe I can get you to play just a little bit too. Now, if you want to be a tax crook, you don't file your tax return, all right, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did for 3 years and paid $5 million. Play by the system. Remember, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. It's simple. They have a form called 656, 433A and B. Get your butt back in the system where it belongs, step 20. Now, learn to be an OPM, up to 70% discount. You don't pay a bill within 90 days. You close escrow on 200,000. You leverage it to 15 million. Borrow money's not taxable, and you set up a line of defense. By the way, that's step 21 called blackjack. You want to win? Let me know. From there, bottom line, in 2009, finally felt good in my life. First time in my life, I felt proud of myself. 22,000 square foot building, one technology driver on Spectrum, 3 locations in other states, up to $1 million a year. No, $1 million a day, by the way. $52 million in 1 year. Kind of fun. But you know what the sad thing is? All right, I woke up from a coma and everything was gone. My wife and my family, what are we going to do? Go home and get boohoo like you? Hell no. I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. I took out my 5 closet divisions and I built another $1 million of credit. Why the hell do people stay down when they don't need to stay down at all? I don't understand stupid. Do you understand stupid yet? Step 22, million, basically 1,000 steps to millionaire. If you don't have the steps, get the books and CDs. It's give it away at $99 a set. All right, as long as you Zelle, shipping and handling too. There's a phone number you can call right away as well, 800-254-9506. So understand I've been doing this for 45 years, helping people get past go. So you got to sell today 40 to 60% on products and services once you give them a call right away. I got 941 goals that I want to glorify God and show everything He gave me to give you, helping basically millions of people too. So I've been helping people 45 years, generation after generation. So today, I want you to think a little differently. You watch the Kennedys, you watch the Hiltons, the Firestones, the Gettys, and the Fords. They left things to their family to take over. That's called a legacy. Getting a piece and a memory, that's not a legacy as far as I'm concerned. But it's up to you. Credit, loan, and money, that's financial freedom. That's building residual income on a monthly base. So if you're not a client, click here. You get a call with me live, 90 days, level 1, 2, 3 specialty classes based on your investment. What bonus credit we give you today, up and away. From there, if you're a client, you want 10,000 added to a package, it's $499. 25,000 is $999. But as it says, current active customer only. From there, if you want the $100,000, I add you to a system for you, corporate division. We charge 10% usually. This is literally 10,000. Today it is on sale for $39.99. It is a Zeller called the office once again. We get to play as you buy your own income and start even $100 a week and get you where you want to go. It's simple. Every week, by the time 90 days pulls around, you do what you're told to do. You got $15,000 of credit to invest into more and get more for you. Again, flipping properties, I think it's fun. By the time I was 21, I thought it was no more fun. Dealing with a lot of crap, a lot of people. I decided to become the bank. I like being the bank, don't you? Loans for 30 years. Isn't that fun? Learning how to split deed, become the bank, and learning what assignment of mortgage can actually do. So you get residual income for the rest of your life. Isn't that fun? I didn't want her to live off her 401k and sell her house and give the money to her kids. I thought that was stupid. So I basically shook her up, woke her up. Now she's got $100,000 a month. Simple, and she still lives in the house she loves anyway. We get to play. If you want the real estate, the financial system today is $299 if you Zell, or you call the office right away. If you want the master's package, which is $1 million of credit I build you, I give you up to $45,000 of bonuses, things you're missing. From there, I charge $10,000 down. It's $1,000 a month, and you pay 10% out of all the credit I build you. If you basically stop doing the rerun, what you've been doing, and you focus on residual income, up to $50,000 a month, I'll put you in a coaching program this year and next year. It's very simple. We'll do some basically Zooms, calls, and blueprinting all the time. We'll teach you how to play the game and build you up to, and taking daisy chain credit up to $5 million for you if you want. But that's a $25,000 package. I'm usually $3,000 an hour and $25,000 a day. All right, that's the ultimate goal. So again, that's something you might want to think of. We're only putting 10 in there anyway. So the ultimate goal is very limited. So it's up to you if you want to learn to play with me for 1.5 years too, as we play. So let's keep in mind a corporation. All right, I learned at 7.5 years old, it's a legal person. It may sue or be sued. Divisions are what I invented. It's called division process. Your name's not on it. You protect you and your family and the corporation. 9 divisions is up to 1 million. 41 up to 5 million. And if you allow me to do it, your name's not on it anyway as a liability line. So I'll build the corporate umbrella for you. 2,000 of history. Each division is $499. 3 for $14.97. You call the office right away, 800-254-9506, or you Zell now. What would you do? What are you willing to lose? Family, corporate divisions. Me, I basically set it up the divisions because when we both basically play the game, we're both going to win. We're both going to get checkmate today, starting 23. We get to play. So let's understand, reaching the dream, think to be the impossible, raise rules, training people to be a certified CFO, corporate divisions. That's how it works, and you can get to million or two. It's up to you to follow through. So as we do this today, remember, never have joint credit. It's in the way. You buy a house, it's escrow, closed homestead trust. Corporations, you never pay for it. You pay a filing fee. They're free. From there, you get your divisions for real estate, franchise, current business, line of defense, raise rules. I give bonus credit for one reason, to take away excuses and you run it all off, step 24. And if all you want me to do today is get you 750, okay. That means I have to analyze you. All right, I got to basically do a rapid rescore. I got to get you to understand, go to class, rebuild you, do your part, 750 score. It's usually $999, 1,000 card back to you. Today it is discounted half price to $499. The card we get you will be $500, up, and away. From there, the starter package comes with the corporate as we rebuild you. Set up in level 1 every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is $999. We give you 5,000 credit back to you. 5 times your investment is better than being in Vegas. We add history, we analyze, we start popping credit as soon as possible. You become a certified CFO. You learn to play, you Zell now, or you call the office at 800-254-9506. So if you let me rebuild you, I'll build you some more credit on the referrals you give me. If you give referrals, then I'll Zell you 10%, but they have to say your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. That's why I give you my email and basically give me their phone number too. We get to play. If Here's that corporation with divisions, banks, bankrupt locations, branch numbers, Sam's Club, Geico, cities. So your goal should be literally flat out, stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind the curtain. Stop bringing the pain home. We stay safe. We stay strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, you can stay there doing the same rerun, or you can zell now, or you can call the office right away. Very simple to do. All right, it's 800-254-9506. Talk to a specialist. They would love to help you starting today. Discounts are today only. So do your best as God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.